So once we configure all those host and job templates, so now we need to create the roles. So because those service account must have permission to scale up those deployments. So I have created the role and it has been associated to those NGINX SA. Like when you see OC get role binding, then we will get this has been already been created. So this is the roles that has been created, like for to get, list, watch, patch and update for this deployment. And when you go to OC describe role binding, or so this has been associated to NGINX SA. So now we have configured those Prometheus rule and alert manager config. Now also we have configured those NGINX SA as a service account, and we have created this token. We have configured all those like job template. So this is the job template, EDA scale, and this is the event stream. So there is no events has been received, and we have created the credential. So basically we need a two credential for EDA secret and AAP credential. So basically EDA secret is for communication between those CRC cluster to event stream, and AAP credential is for communication between those EDA to AAP. So our rulebook activation is running now. So all the steps has been provided in this. So you can go to readme. So these you can follow these steps. So one thing I want to, for this demo purpose, when you do this one, as I said earlier, so we have configured this alert manager config match strategy. That means where those alert manager config is configured, so all those things like our workload has been configured in demo namespace, and our alert manager config is configured in cluster monitoring namespace. So due to that, so whenever there is alert, it is not able to push those alert into those in the demo namespace, and we are not able to see those alert. And because of that, I have created a small patch. So when you do this one, so this is the small patch I have created. Look like something went wrong, or Oshi. So let me check this one. So I have created the patch now. So when you do this, so when we have a alert manager config selector and namespace selector, then we are able to get those alert. So basically, so for to generating those alert, so basically we can do OC scale deployment replica 0. So this is in demo namespace. Our namespace is already in demo. So and when you get OC get deployment, so there is no deployment. When you say OC get pods, there is no pods, and we can see those alert when you go to our Prometheus. Oh sorry, so we need to do port forwarding. So we need to port forwarding, and when you go over here, so when you do refresh, So we will get alert on this one, and let's see our event stream. So I haven't received any event. Let's refresh it. So it will take some time to get this alert, and once we get this alert, then we obviously get those event has been received. If not, then we need to debug where is the issue for, what is the reason for not getting those events. And so our port forwarding is working. So let's see. Get ports. There's no ports, and when we do, let's say config. So again, this has been, let's do the patch again. So let's put the port forwarding, and so we got this alert, and once we receive this alert, let's see getting an event or not. It's running. It's execution environment, event stream. So we receive one events. So, and let's see those rulebook activations. We go to the history. So let's see what is running. Ansible activations books does not exist. So let me debug this one. So let's see, our NGINX skills looks like has been deployed. So this is the job template and has been executed. So let's see if the alert is still there or not. So we still do alert. Let's see our clusters. So get pods. So there is no pods. Still there is no deployment. And this engine is a scale. This is those so it has been executed. Templates. Oh, EDA scale is our job template. Let's see. So the reason is like the job template EDA test in the organizers is not running. It's not found. That means EDA test. So this is our EDA test.yaml. So what is our rulebook says? So EDA test. This is the job template, and so our template is EDA scale. So let's edit this one. EDA test, save job template. Now we will go and rescale those deployment. So, and we go to 0. So let's see if we do OCK deployment. So we have a deployment, and we go to 0, then replica will be 0, and we also need to add this patch. And when you go to this one, we have a 3. So this is the namespace selector. Basically we need this one, namespace selector, so that the namespace that has alert, that we are able to send those alert to those Prometheus GUI. So when you do port forwarding, you must get alert. So we have a alert demo namespace. So whenever we see deployment is down, and we need to go to those event source. So event stream. So let's see our event. So our roadbook activations is still running. So we can do a stop and restart, yeah, whatever you like, and still running those. Basically we need to have an event over here. Let's see if we can get events. So then it's good to have a we don't change, and it's good to have a synchronize our NGINX skill, synchronize this project, yeah, with the GitHub. We don't need, yeah, because we just changed. So when it's OCK deployment, that's 0. OCK ports 0, yeah, it will take some time. So let me pause this. So I manually try to trigger this job, and it is able to run. So I would like to start again, and so we have get OCK deployment. So I have got, so let's port forward, and we need to alert manager. So there is no alert right now, and I was able to get event stream, but unfortunately due to misconfigured in localhost, so my job template failed, and this is the manually I have run. So let's try to do again. So I have fixed those localhost, and because I can see, so it was failed to reach the localhost. So this was the error. So I've already fixed this one, and let's do the replica 0, and we have to set this. It has back to ones. The reason it back to config match strategy, it goes to original configuration, because it is a controller, and whenever you try to change manually, it tried to revert back to its original state. So that's the reason we temporarily patch this one, so that it get alert in Prometheus. And so let's port forward, and so we will see alerts on this one. And for our event stream, it has already received the event stream, so already it was 3. And let's check the job template. So let's check the jobs. So you see those jobs has been executed, and when we go to OC get deployment, so this is the one. So our pod is running. Yeah. So this is the one, the example, like how we can set an alert by manually scaling down those deployment. And basically we use Prometheus Alertmanager to send those alert to event stream, and once it receives those event streams, so it will go to the rulebook activations, and based on rulebook activation it execute those defined job template, where we have in rulebook.yamls we have defined to run this EDA test. So this is the listener, and so we have made the condition true. And so if you have number of issues like pod crash loopback, then we define different rules over here. So, and based on that we have a remediation solutions, like for example here is EDA test. So next will be my OpenAI integrations, for example, like how we can have a log analysis whenever there is a pod crash. So that will be my next step. So this is the good one, I feel, because we have an OpenShift local CRC cluster, and we have enabled cluster monitoring and configured as a Prometheus Alertmanager, and we have a Red Hat sandbox that is very helpful to test this alerts and auto remediate with the help of EDA. So that's all. If you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Yeah, so that's all. Yeah, thank you for watching this.